Hello, YouTube. Um, that looks a little foggy. Let me wipe that off of my shirt like a parent would. Nice and get that nice and there we go. It's nice and clean now. It's nice and clean. I haven't been putting out content on my channel for a long time now. I occasionally release these brief little videos saying, "Oh, hey, I'm back. I'm going to do stuff," and then I don't, and I'm gone for another month, 2 months, whatever. This is why. And this is very spur of the moment. And if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. It's time to talk about the worst coma nightmare I ever had in my experience. You know, in my previous video, you heard I was down for a month. I experienced my own death. I don't know how many times, countless times. I felt it all. It was terrible, horror inflicted upon myself. The worst dream didn't have anything to do with hurting me. And it's the one that's gonna, you know what? I hope it doesn't haunt me. I hope after today, some of this weight comes off my chest. God, I don't want to talk about this damn thing. I think I need to. I think I need to face it, like out loud. So in my previous video, you heard about the apes, the ruins of the Burger King and everything that I died in, how I got ripped apart. There were other videos, or not other videos, but other nightmares where I was trapped in various scenarios. I was tortured, imprisoned, otherworldly things that I might or may not talk about at some future date. They're not really important. They terrified me. They horrified me, drove me mad, but they're not the machine. And the machine is a terrible thing. And I think that all of us has a great machine waiting in our subconscious. It's our very worst fear turned into this gigantic machine that spreads as far as the eye can see, and I'm doing it. Here we go. It was like an Iowa cornfield, except instead of corn, it was this machine that came up to about your shoulders, okay? And it was covered in this white floppy cloth. Underneath the cloth were these grinding motors that spun chewing blades and big blocky teeth that crushed and gnashed things. And the only purpose of this fucking thing, all right, remember, this thing is everywhere, all pervasive. As far as you can see in every direction, there is this machine. And there's the only purpose of this machine was to chew up my then infant daughter. Thousands upon thousands, millions of copies of her, endless copies of my infant daughter, my little baby girl. And the things that fed her to the machine were demon versions of her that were laughing. And I was there. I was aware, like you would if you were lucid dreaming, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't stop anything. And God, I was feeding the machine too. I fed my own daughter to that thing, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't make myself stop. And this is why I haven't been making videos, because I promised I would talk about this, and this haunts me. It haunts me so fucking deeply. How do you talk about that? You know, you're inside your own head and you're screaming at yourself to stop. You're doing everything in your power to wake up, to kill yourself, to make your heart stop, to do anything to stop what's happening, to stop hurting her, to stop feeding the thing, to stop hearing her screams in all directions as she's dying and being ripped apart, and also hearing demon versions of her laughing at you for doing it, for making it happen, for helping them. I fear that more than anything. I'm not afraid of death anymore. What I went through in my coma nightmares erased my existential dread pertaining to me, personally, like dying, whatever. It's not going to be pleasant, whatever. I've been there. It's fine. But being trapped back there, facing that machine with no ability to change or stop anything, I'm so fucking afraid of that. I have a living will that stipulates, if I'm in a coma, you need to pull the fucking plug, because do not put me back there. Do not. Don't do that to me. Let me die. Because facing that machine would destroy me. I would so much more rather be dead. And this is why I haven't been putting out the videos, because I don't want to talk about this. It's to admit that I fed the machine. Even I wasn't in control, but even still, I did it. It was the most horrible thing that's ever happened to me, is to have that nightmare. The others pale in comparison. And I think deep down inside of all of us, there's a machine waiting, and it's just ticking over in the sun, waiting. Doesn't matter if you're good or evil, it's just there. Because to go to that part of your mind, it's just to suffer. It is to face your most grand fears, and they will be amplified beyond your imagination. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe you can go to that place when you die, but there is something very similar to hell when you live, and it lives inside your own mind, and it's just waiting. And I hope to hell I can save someone from having to go there, to save anyone from that kind of suffering. I work very hard to take care of my little girl now. I will never make her suffer, which I'm sure that machine was a reflection of my fear of making her suffer, of hurting her, of being a bad father, of being a terrible person to her, or ruining her life or something. I'm like, that was my. And I want to tell her I'm sorry, but it's not logical, because it didn't happen. I didn't do it to her. It was in my head. But coma nightmares, they're so vivid. They're the most vivid kind of nightmare you've ever had in your life. It is real. You are there. I remember how it fucking smelled. I remember that it was hot. And I remember the sound more than anything else. I remember the fucking sound, the deafening roar of my daughter dying. Sorry, Hannah. I'm so sorry. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Thank you for watching.